Have you ever wondered why our world is so unequal? Why do some people have so much, while others have so little? To find the answer, we have to travel back in time, way back, to the dawn of humanity. For thousands of years, our ancestors lived as hunters. They roamed the land in small, tight-knit groups, and their world was fundamentally different from ours. Survival was a team sport. Everyone shared resources because their lives depended on it. Wealth, as we know it, didn't really exist. Think about it: if you have to carry everything you own on your back, you're not going to accumulate much stuff. No one could hoard massive amounts of food or possessions. Sure, there were skilled hunters and wise elders who earned respect and status, but the kind of extreme, systemic inequality we see today, it was practically impossible. The group's success was everyone's success. Then, about 12,000 years ago, something happened that changed the course of human history forever. Agriculture. This wasn't just a new way to get food. It was a revolution that completely reshaped society. Humans learned to plant seeds and cultivate crops. For the first time, we didn't have to constantly move to find our next meal. We could settle down. More importantly, we could produce more food than we needed to eat right away. We created a surplus, and that surplus changed everything. Suddenly, food could be stored. Grain could be kept in granaries for lean times. This stored food became a new form of wealth, and with wealth came the concept of ownership. Some familias through lack or skill ended up with more fertile land. They grew more crops and controlled a larger surplus. This wasn't just about having extra food, it was about power. Control over the food supply became control over other people's survival. The seeds of inequality had been sown. As farming took hold, small settlements grew into bustling villages and eventually into sprawling cities. With larger populations came new challenges. Someone needed to organize the planting and harvesting, manage the stored grain, and protect the community from outsiders. Leaders emerged to fill these roles. At first, these positions might have been temporary, but over time, they became permanent. Society began to stratify. You had farmers who worked the land, artisans who crafted tools, soldiers who defended the walls, and a ruling class that made the decisions. These roles were often passed down from generation to generation. A complex social structure formed with distinct layers, like a pyramid. At the top were the rulers and priests who controlled the wealth and knowledge. At the bottom were the laborers who did the hard work. The gap between the haves and the have-nots, which was once a tiny crack, widened into a massive chasm. The rise of civilization brought incredible progress: art, science, architecture, writing, but it also brought something else: structure. And that structure, by its very nature, created hierarchy. The birth of inequality wasn't a single event, a conscious decision made by our ancestors. It was a slow, gradual process, a side effect of our own success.